Hey there, what's going on, guys? Chuck here. We are out here at the, this is kind of a navigation backwater area, but it's pretty good for kayaking, canoeing, boating in general. But what we're going to do out here is, well, let me get you out of the back of the truck here, and then we'll explain from there. Look at you guys over here. Preacher, come here, buddy. That's better. So we've got the Intex Inflatable Kayak. We're going to put this out on the water today. I've got two kayaks. I've got this inflatable, and then I've got a sit-in kayak, fishing kayak. I'm traditionally a canoe, more of a canoe guy, but this is what I have. I got rid of my canoes, got the kayaks. We're going to take this inflatable. It's a two-seater. I'm going to take the front seat out. We're going to put Preacher in the front. What I'm wanting to do is introduce him to kayaking, boating, canoeing, and this is kind of the easiest, no-cost way I've got right now. I'm looking at buying a canoe. What I want to do is go on the Buffalo River and do about 3 days on there. So we're going to start kind of easing him into this process, and we're going to start that today with the kayak and see how he likes it. He swims in the, he likes ponds, he swims in ponds and stuff like that, although I had him in a pool yesterday and he wasn't really digging it that much, but there may be a bunch of reasons for that. So yeah, we're going to get this out here. I got the Bluetti EB3A. We're going to use that to air it up with one of my compressors that I've got. Get it all aired up, set up, and stuff like that. And then, yeah, we'll see how this day goes. You already got in that water, didn't you? Stay. Quit, Rico. All right, so we're going to be in the inflatable kayak. I haven't trimmed his nails. Normally I don't have to trim his nails because he's always outside messing around and doing stuff. It's been so hot here lately, he's been spending more time inside, so his nails are a little longer. They're not like grossly long or anything like that, but I'm not the best swimmer, so he's wearing a life vest, so am I, of course. But I didn't want to risk the kayak. I don't know this. It's not the best, it's not the worst quality, but I don't know. It's not rental quality on a river somewhere. So he's got some shoes, and this is probably somebody I don't want to speak to. Yeah. So this is what I got him. We're going to put these bad boys on him as he jumps down. And at the very least, he may not actually make it into the kayak with them on, but we'll give it a shot and see what we can do. Come on, let's go. Get up here. There you go, good boy. Sit. Sit. Let's get these rear ones on first. No, buddy. This should be interesting to watch. Stay. All right, buddy. Come on. There you go. There you go, buddy. What do you think of those? High stepper. That may slow you down in the kayak a little bit. We'll see. Come here. Stay here. Stay. like to get a real cool shot of us pushing off, but the reality of it is that's just going to be a pain in the butt to try. So, and there's other people out here, and I don't want to leave my camera up here that long. Well, he appears to be liking the kayak so far. Those boots are really keeping him from moving, so that's kind of cool. Well, it's not cool, but it's cool for this process. You ready to shove off there, Gilligan? Stay. 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 There we go. There we go, buddy. So you're probably going to get a little bit of the windscreen coming off of that GoPro up there, but it is a little windy out here. And like I said, we're not going to do any fishing today. This is just to see if he will kind of acclimate to the water and the boat. And then we'll have a few more trips like this where we actually do some fishing and stuff. But for now, I just want to kind of get him used to the boat and the water and get him to where he's kind of calm out here. But so far he's doing really well. I think those boots, I don't think they are going to really protect the bottom of the, I don't think we need the protection on the bottom of the kayak, but it does keep him from wanting to move around as much, and I'll take that for right now. This kayak does not track as well as it could, that's for sure. But it's not bad. With two people in here, there he goes, laying down and getting comfortable. Good boy. With two people in here, I've had this out a few times with my daughter. One of them was with her, I guess. And it's not bad. I gotta get a new life jacket. It's not bad. It just definitely does not track very well with two people at all. But it got us. We went all over Lake Bixoma. It's a really small lake, but we went all over Lake Bixoma in it, and wasn't too wore out or anything. It just doesn't move as easily as a traditional kayak. But for portability's sake, especially in the truck, you know, without having a rack on it right now, it is a very simple and easy boat to kind of carry around. This isn't the best paddle in the world, and I'm not a very good kayak paddler. Like I said, I'm used to a solo paddle more with canoes. Use tandem or double or whatever you call these things. I'm not that experienced with them, but I have paddled enough to know that this is not the most optimal paddle for me anyway. It'd be great for somebody else, but for me it just doesn't work as well. We camped out at this place here a few weeks ago, and my generator threw a low oil light and cut it short because it was 111 degrees out here. But it's a pretty little spot, and I planned on going around into a little cove over there and checking it out. But just as we started, you guys may have heard them just as we started getting the boat aired up and all that stuff and loaded up, the maintenance crew came and started unloading tractors to mow the lawn or the grounds out here. So we're going to probably cut it a little short. For that reason, we're not going to go around the horn there. But also, when you have a dog that you're trying to acclimate, this is the crappiest life jacket. When you got a dog that you're trying to acclimate to anything, any environment really, moderation is key. You don't want to stress your dog out too much. And the way that you can kind of gauge that is their behavior. You know what they normally act like. But him being calm, that's kind of a rarity. But he does that when we're doing stuff like this. Usually, new things, he may sit down and chill for a while. But one thing you want to watch for is how the dog's panting. Is he getting stressed? Him kind of laying down like this and being chill, that's fine. But if he was pacing around or starting to whimper and whine, or was getting real tense acting, and an obvious one is if they have a bowel movement, then those are things that you obviously need to relieve that stress and pressure off the dog. So small, short exposures to whatever that new environment is what you want to do with that. And people say, well, why the hell should we listen to you? A lot of you guys don't know, you don't follow our other channel or the other company that I have, but I'm a retired law enforcement officer, and I was a canine handler of 3 dogs, and I was a unit supervisor and responsible for training several dogs in our unit. So that's kind of where my experience comes from with this. So that's why we're going to cut this short. We're not going to go, that was the boat, I swear. We're going to cut it short and just kind of let him get acclimated. Remember, he's got a vest on that he hasn't worn before, and this just kind of threw him in. I wanted to see how he handled all of this at once. So he's got a vest on that he's never worn before. He's got a booties on that he hasn't worn before. He's in a boat that he's never been in before, and he's on water which he has limited experience with. So we're just going to do a quick out and back. He's doing really good, and we're going to head towards the dock right now, or the ramp. And it's a lot of work for a short trip, but these are just kind of the way you have to do these things. You have to take it slow, get the dog or the person. I mean, it could be the same way if you're bringing and introducing your child into a different environment. So we're just going to do a little bit, keep it moderate, and let him get out of the boat here in just a little bit, take those booties off, and let him have some fun. And I forgot my uncomfortable shoes, so I'm just out here in my Vans today. Can't get some speed up here. Actually, you know what? Nah, let's just go away. There we go, buddy. First. There you go. Let's take this off. Take your vest off. There you go, buddy. You ready? You did good. You did good. Come on, bud. Let's go. Yeah, you did awesome. You did awesome. Did really great. I'm going to try to get this out of here real fast because they are mowing over there. But we're going to break down the kayak, put it all back up.
I'm not going to completely pack it up. It's obviously wet, so I'm going to take it back to the house. I'll put it in here. If I was staying out here, I'd, well, I wouldn't be deflating it quite so soon. But can't put it up, can't pack it up wet, so I'm just going to kind of lay it in the back of the truck here, and we will get it all draped out and air dried once we get to the house later. It'll be a big deal. But yeah, super easy for the most part to air up and stuff. You don't have to take a whole lot. I've done it with, they send a pump. I did somewhere here. Yeah, right here. So they send one of these. I did it the first time with that. I won't do it again with that if I don't have to. It's a pain. So the little pump that I got, I don't even know where I got it from. I think it was something my daughter had with one of her toys or something, or air mattresses. Anyway, that made it a lot easier to air up, and it's really the only way I'd mess with it again. I'll leave a link to the kayak. Of course, like all videos, I'll leave a link to all the stuff that we use. These shoes, they actually kind of worked out pretty well. Kind of impressed with them. He was able to run, and they stayed on, and all that. Sizing is obviously key, but I will leave a link to these in the description. And that's it, man. Every day is a gift, and we appreciate you spending just a little bit of yours with us. We're going to get loaded up, hit the road, and maybe we'll see you somewhere along the way.